Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming in front of the camera inside my house, which is kind of unusual for me still. I'm super used to just vlogging outside with my friends and going shopping and shit like that, but gotta switch it up once in a while. So I decided to do my affordable pickups that I've been purchasing in the past month or so. They're all gonna be around in any range between $50 and I'd say like $300 range. Just wanted to switch it up a bit. I'm kind of sick of going outside and vlogging the exact same locations, going window shopping and enabling my friends to buy shit that I recommend, which honestly, my part, terrible influence. So sorry, Mario especially, but before I get on with this video, what have I been up to? Really just nothing much, just the same old usual routine, going to work and then doing this and Vuja Day. Speaking of Vuja Day, all the first collection orders will be shipped within a week or two, so thank you guys for your patience. Honestly, like, I'm a very impatient person, and the fact that you guys are willing to wait a month plus on this, it's quite impressive to me. We honestly thought we could ship it in that 3 to 5 week range, but there were variables that we couldn't control, you know, typhoon, and you know, the factory had to kind of take a few days off due to the safety of their employees. Just shit like that, you know, happens every once in a while, which really bothered me, but it's inevitable. You just kind of have to deal with it, just be patient and wait for it. So if anything, I was the impatient one in this process, so honestly, thank you guys for being really patient with us. The typhoon and shit, that won't tamper with the quality and structure of your clothing, so there's no worries there, but thank you once again. And yeah, what else have I been up to? Yeah, nothing much, bro. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in the past 2 months. I've been eating clean, working out. Oh, working out, by the way. So a lot of you guys have been asking for my workout routine. It is kind of weird and not a typical workout routine that a lot of you guys might follow. I've been working out for around 7 to 8 years, and this is the thing about workout or anything in general, is that the more you do it, the more you understand about the dialogue you have with whether it's your body or, you know, your wardrobe, your clothing. You figure out what fits you and what doesn't, and this routine really fits within my schedule because I really don't have much time to work out the typical 3 to 5 day workout routine. So I kind of tweaked it here and there and started doing intermittent fasting maybe like 6 years ago when it was still super low key. My mom gave me so much shit for just starving myself, but at that point I'm not really eating for the pleasure, I'm really eating for the sustenance and the macronutrients and micronutrients that you need for your body. So whatever the body needs, I will kind of consume that. I'll typically fast for like 18 to 20 hours and have an eating window for about 4 to 6 hours. It really depends on the situation. So obviously I don't follow this harsh diet or, I don't know, eating routine a year round. Like whenever I go on vacation, I definitely let my body have a break and definitely eat whatever I want and not really follow intermittent fasting. But you know, at the end of the day, I think it's really crucial to really stick by your routine that fits your body and have a disciplinary kind of mentality towards it. So my workout schedule is a 1 day per week routine, which I understand some of you guys might think it's absurd, but my goal is really to maintain my body weight, my body fat, and my muscle composition. So I just do heavy compound lift for, let's say for the first week, I would do chest, arms, and abs. And typically I would do 1 to 2 workouts per this muscle group. So let's say for chest, always do inclined bench press because it's a king of chest workouts. Reverse pyramid style, where I would go heaviest first with a low rep range, and then I would decrease my weight 10% and then increase my rep range. I kind of learned this structure back when I was in college 4 years ago, I believe. and then ever since then it worked for me. So I've been following kind of that structure for a while now, so it's been working well with my body. And then I'll do like the same exact kind of reverse pyramid style for arms, and then for abs I'll do high rep, like 15 reps per set. So yeah, that's my workout. So usually my workouts last for, let's say, an hour max per week, which means I only work out for 4 weeks per month, which is, to me, it's still absurd, but it's been working well for me. Obviously, if I had the luxury of time, I would definitely work out more than 2-3 times a week, but at this situation, I just can't. Finding a workout routine is definitely very situational, whether you're in college, whether you're a working salaryman, or if you're your own boss and have a lot of time, you find your own schedule to work around that. So I'll definitely get more detailed into this kind of workout type of video later in the future, but for now, I'm gonna focus on my affordable pickups. So I'm gonna divide the segments of this video into 3 to 4 parts, top to bottom. So I'm gonna start off with like t-shirts, flannels and button-ups, jackets, and then I'll finish off with pants and shoes. So the very first pickup I made is this vintage Sit on My Face t-shirt that I bought from the infamous vintage store called What's Up, for those of you guys who are wondering where I shop for all my tees. Just Sit on My Face, very simple satirical tee, I guess. I don't know why I liked it. I think I geared more towards the fit than the graphic, but I really wore this a lot during the summer, just to keep myself comfortable and cozy. And then there's really nothing on the back. Boxy fit, a little bit short on the body. I think it's just a very cozy t-shirt that I could wear to run errands, or I don't know, fucking go to sleep in it sometimes. But yeah, nothing really special about it. I paid around $25 with tax included, so a great deal for what it is. I'm sure you can find better alternatives for a cheaper price, but What's Up always takes care of me, so gotta show support to my local vintage stores. Next up, I have this vintage 1992 Ride long sleeve t-shirt. Sick blue graphic on the front, and then a classic Ride logo on the back. I don't really know about this band or artist. I paid around $120 for this t-shirt, which obviously to some of you guys it might seem very expensive. I thought of this as an investment piece because I did some research and saw some online, and a few of them were going for, I don't know, upwards of $300 to $400, which is absolutely crazy. So it was a lucky dip, if I must say so myself. Now, the t-shirt that a lot of you guys have been kind of going crazy about is this Bjork 1993 debut album cover t-shirt. Obviously, not on the cheaper end of my purchases, but again, I thought of this as an investment piece. I bought this around 2 years ago, and I didn't really wear it much because at the time I didn't really know who Bjork was. I just kind of bought into the hype, I guess. And I paid around $200, but did some researching. They're going for absurd prices, like $1,000 at least. So again, a lucky dip again. I think I bought this on eBay. Some guy put it up on bids, shot him a message, and he was willing to go as low as $200. Really goes well with a lot of my clothes in my wardrobe, so I will be getting a lot of wear out of these in the coming few months and hopefully years. I don't know if I'm ever gonna let this go. If I do, it will be up on my Grailed. The t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath my denim jacket is now very popular Soundgarden Chris Cornell. Got this again around 2 or 3 years ago. I think I bought it at a store called Wasteland in Los Angeles. I paid around $100 to $125. Just beware when you're going to that store, because I've heard some terrible stories saying that a lot of their clothes are fake. Yeah, the fit is again very boxy on the body and cropped in the length. I believe it's around 22.5 inch width and a 27 inch length. I really just wear this usually inside out just because I really like the fade of it. Last but not least, I picked this vintage Rage Against the Machine hoodie that they did a collaborative concert with, the infamous Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's got the date as well as a very sick graphic on the back. I don't really know the history behind this hoodie, but I really just went for the fit, the fade, and obviously the Wu-Tang Clan, big fan. This fits more on the slightly fitted side, but what I really like about this hoodie is obviously the coloring as well as the distressing here and there. The hoodie is really big so you can stay cozy during your harsh fall and winter weather. I paid around, I think I paid around $75. There's a site called Yahoo Auction in Japan, and basically it's the Japan alternative for eBay. Only Japanese natives can really use that website, but there is also a website that can do proxy services through websites like Yahoo Auction, a site called buyye.co.jp. What they do is they're basically a distributor who can proxy things from Yahoo Auction and ship it out internationally to you guys with a small fee, but you know, if you find steals, I think it's totally worth it. That's that for my vintage t-shirt slash hoodie pickup. Now we're gonna move on to the flannel and button-up portion of this video. So the very first pickup is the 70s vintage military button-up. It's more like a field jacket. It's not too heavy, it's not too thick, but you know, it's light enough where you can layer it with other pieces. I really just dig the colors. It really got that sage green tone to it, and it's got missing patch detailing on the sleeve, and I don't even know what that is. I don't know if it's a blood stain or coffee stain. It's cool either way. I think the guy who sold it to me at a store called Burbergen told me that it is an oil stain, but the color doesn't really seem like it. It's ever so slightly boxy, short on the body, short on the sleeves, maybe a little bit too short on the sleeves, but I think that's how all military field jackets or button-ups are made. So I would wear this typically with like jeans or trousers and boots. Not really with sneakers, just because I don't think it really goes with the aesthetic. I paid around $65 with tax. I think it's totally worth it for, you know, what it is and for the age of it. But yeah, that's the very first pickup, and moving on. The next piece is this plaid vintage flannel. Again, bought it at a store called Burbergen in Harajuku. I paid around $50 for this. Definitely could find cheaper alternatives for flannels like this, but it's got sick details, man. It's got the distressing on the sleeve as well as the hems. It really reminds me of Saint Laurent's Fall Winter 13 collection that Hedi Slimane did. I think it was called the Surf collection. Definitely more on the fitted side again. I would typically wear this with a long sleeve t-shirt to cover up my exposed arms on the sleeve, and then finish it off with a light wash denim. So for flannels like this with a plaid detailing, I really think it's cool to just go with a simple pair of jeans, whether it's black or blue. It'll go really well with that whole vintage old school aesthetic. So my last flannel purchase is this same type of pattern. Compared to the other ones, is very heavy duty, very thick and wool-like, slightly itchy on the body, but you know, I don't mind it if I'm layering it with something else like a hoodie. But yeah, I honestly was really intrigued with the collar of the shirt. Everything is slightly oversized, a little bit boxy on the body, and it's got a good length to it. Since it is a plaid detailing, I would typically wear this with more casual clothes like sweatpants or jeans, but you know, since the shade is a little bit darker, I figured you can go with trousers, right? Paid around 40 bucks for this, and I was willing to pay that price because I couldn't find any other flannels with this type of color to it. So I'm very happy with this purchase. Starting off with the classic vintage Dickies work jacket. Honestly, it's just a very versatile piece. You can wear with literally anything. So that's why I went with it. This is a size medium, fits more boxy and cropped on the body. Style this with a pair of black jeans or black trousers. I don't know what much more to say about this piece. It's kind of too simple and boring to talk about it. But yeah, 20 bucks, not too bad. Pretty sure you can find it for like $10 on eBay or some shit, but great pickup. The next piece is, I don't know if I showed this one before. I'm gonna show it again anyway because I fucking love it. It's the Denim Chrome Hearts cashmere shearling lined jacket. I don't know, yeah, this jacket is just very detail oriented, very high quality, which Chrome Hearts is really good at doing. So whenever you buy something at Chrome Hearts, it's always gonna be timeless and iconic. And even if you decide to sell it, you can always make your money back or even more. This piece has a slightly cropped body with an elongated sleeve. It kind of reminds me of that Rick Owens vibe, but the details, obviously you can see the iconic Chrome Hearts crest on the buttons and the lambskin cross patch on the sleeve, as well as, you know, what they usually do. Balenciaga Fall Winter 17 polar flannel jacket. Very fucking oversized. I had to get the smallest size possible because even with this size, it's fucking massive on me, so it fits me like a blanket. I paid around $300 in Grailed, which I think this retailed for around $1,800 without tax, which is fucking stupid, but do not ever pay retail, especially with Balenciaga pieces, because usually, sorry Demna, but their prices typically go down over time. So unless it's like a runway piece, definitely be patient and wait till you can find cheaper secondhand Balenciaga garments. Super wide, super long, massive sleeves, quilted detailing on the outer shell as well as the inner shell. Super soft on the body. But dude, this shit is warm. I can't, it's too hot right now in Tokyo. It's fucking October, it's not fall weather yet, but I'm just gonna be waiting until I can wear this religiously during the fall and winter. Keep myself warm, keep myself cozy. I will typically style this with a pair of anything, honestly. I could probably wear this with jeans, trousers, sweatpants. You know, it's just a very versatile piece in my wardrobe. I don't know if it was the right investment for me to make, but this is something that I'll probably keep in my lifetime just because there's no branding on it. There's nothing too loud about it. It's just a silhouette that's a little bit quirky, which is something that I like. Very happy with this purchase. Yeah, moving on, last but not least, it's the denim jacket that I'm wearing right now. This model is called 7505. The 7505 model usually comes in slightly boxier and cropped in length, which is again typically what I would wear. And I've owned tons of denim jackets. Most of them I purchased online, and I honestly highly recommend you guys go to a physical location, try on different jackets and see what fits your body. This one I picked it up at a store called Chicago Thrift Shop in Harajuku. I paid around $40, which you definitely can find cheaper alternatives in your local thrift shops or vintage stores. Be careful when you buy vintage denim jackets because from personal experience, when I used to buy vintage denim jackets online, it usually didn't end up the way I wanted them to fit. And yeah, it's just collecting dust in my closet. But this one I'm very happy with. It's got a sick wash to it, slightly faded blue. I can definitely layer this with a hoodie or a sweater underneath since it is slightly oversized. If you want to have that classic Justin Timberlake look, you can do denim on denim. Go ahead and do you, but I like to keep it a little bit darker shade on the bottom half and then lighter on the top. So yeah, and now we're gonna move on to the bottom half. Starting off with this pair of Dickies 874, the classic, the iconic silhouette. Bought this at a thrift store called Chicago. I paid around $15 for them, so I'd say that's a steal, right? This silhouette is literally everywhere. You can find this on Amazon, you can find this on eBay, Grailed, you name it. It's got a slightly higher rise, around 11 to 12 inches, very roomy on the thigh area, and then it slightly tapers towards the knee, and then flares out again towards the hem. This really goes with literally anything. You can wear this with a pair of boots, your sneakers and whatnot. It really puddles over my Air Forces really nicely. Yeah, that's the Dickies 874. Next up, I have a pair of In Hollywood silk blend satin finish trousers. I really bought this for work, not really for personal use. So I don't really wear this on the weekends or on a day-to-day basis besides work. But genuinely speaking, In Hollywood is one of my favorite Japanese brands that's honestly pretty overlooked even in Japan. So definitely look into it, especially if you're into financial services. And Hollywood's the way to go. The detailing on the silhouette is very tapered towards the ankle. Again, satin finish with the pleated detailing on the front and back. So it's really perfect for, you know, if you're trying to impress your lady or going on a classy date. I wouldn't really wear this out with my sneakers. If I were to, I'll probably just wear this with a pair of common projects just to keep it simple. And yeah, this is the In Hollywood classic suit pants. My next pickup is a pair of vintage Levi's classic 505 model. Compared to my other jeans, I went with a more classic, simple and clean tailored fit. Slightly on the shorter end in terms of the rise and the inseam, but honestly that's what I wanted, and I sometimes don't really like wearing it too stacked on my shoes. There's just so much unnecessary bunching. So yeah, I just went with a more cleaner and simple silhouette that I can wear with boots, Vans, Air Force Ones. Paid around $45 at H Beauty and Youth. Very simple, no distressing, no paint or whatnot. Yeah, I wear this a lot actually, so very happy with this purchase. Now the pair of pants that a lot of you guys have been wanting to know are these carpenter pants. These are a custom one-of-one flare carpenter pants that I got from a brand called Gallery Depth, which is based out in Los Angeles. Got everything measured to my body, and they took care of me. So amazing details. The panels on the front is completely detached. It's got the contrasting colors with the darker shade where the panel used to be. Paint detailing on the pocket, on the front, and as well as the back. Hem is super wide, extremely exaggerated. It fits really well on the body, and it just really puddles over any sneaker that I wear. So I kind of went for that silhouette. Definitely on the more expensive side, so don't pay what I paid. You can definitely find a pair of the double knee Carhartt pants in a vintage shop or on eBay. You know, detach it yourself, add the flares, and then you saved yourself a couple $100. Very high rise, very slim silhouette until towards the mid-calf area where it starts to flare out towards the hem. Absolutely love this piece. I'll probably be keeping this for years to come. And last but not least, the same silhouette, just in a different colorway, in the classic beige khaki colorway that they did for me as well while they were in Tokyo. This one is slightly shorter than the other pair that I have. It sits right below my ankles, so it doesn't stack as much. Again, the same detailing on the front, detached panels with paint splatters here and there, as well as on the back. Contrast color detailing in the inseams and the outseams. Definitely love this pair. I still have some breaking in to do, but I'll be getting my fair share of wear out of these during the coming fall and winter. And yes, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Had a lot of fun making this video, but I gotta say it takes a lot more work than just me vlogging and pointing the camera in my face outside. Huge respects to everyone who's doing this type of video, other YouTube channels. Honestly, I don't know how you guys do it, but respects. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Peace.